What's up, everyone? It is Diecastbuffet here again with a 2025 William Byron Patriotic car that almost won the Coca-Cola 600. And in fact, the car was so interesting, they're going to bring it back for 2026, but with, what is it, Raptor, I think? I don't know. It's coming back in 2026, apparently. But regardless, this was a beautiful paint scheme, and it was so close to winning that crown jewel event. Let's check it out. And here we go, folks, for today's Diecast in hand. The 2025 Axalta Patriotic paint scheme. And low-key, one of my favorite William Byron cars I think he's ever had. It reminds me heavily of his 2018 or 2019 Axalta Flames of Independence, or whatever they coined it as. It's basically a patriotic car. Anyways, it was a beautiful paint scheme. This is pretty much the next-gen adaptation of it. It's obviously different, but man, it just looks so freaking good. I love the Axalta paint schemes, and this one nearly won the Coca-Cola 600 in the closing laps. Give it up, unfortunately, for the 24 camp. But hey, fortunately for Ross Chastain, found a way to win a huge crown jewel event. So what's interesting is I think this paint scheme is actually returning for 2026. I saw something of like a paint scheme reveal, and it said Raptor on the side. So I want to say it was the same style of livery, but instead of just saying Axalta, it says Raptor. So if that's the case, is the green and black Raptor cars even coming back? I have no idea. This is filmed in 2025, but I digress. Let's go ahead and get it out of the box, and I'll be right back. And here we go. Diecast out of hand, or in hand, out of the box. And dude, this car is freaking awesome, man. I mean, look at all the detail. You got the red in the front, you have the blue line of the flames, you have the base of the car just being a simple gloss white, then you have the blue with a little bit of like a gray shadow. I mean, this thing, they can make it the primary, and I could give a hoot. I would love to see it. I think this thing is fantastic, man. Let's go to the front windscreen of the Diecast. You have the Patriotic banner there. You have the Axalta logo on the hood of the car, which takes up a lot of the real estate there, which is nice. From the front of the Diecast, look at the detail of the flames. You have the white in the middle, then you have kind of like a gray shadow, and then there's this like sky blue outlining to it. So a nice blend of colors. Let's zoom in here a little bit. And then on the right side, you have the Hendrick Motorsports decal. On the left side, you have the 24. You have the Sunoco decal on both quarter panels on the front valence. I like that extra detail. Go to the left side of the Diecast, and I love the shadow effect they did with the flames. It just gives the paint scheme a lot of depth to it. Big fan of gradients, shadows, just add more to the paint scheme, right? And I think they did a remarkable job with it. The only thing they didn't do a remarkable job with is the 24 decal. That one is a little bit stretched. Over to the front and left of the Diecast here, you have the Goodyear decal. You do have the Patriotic wheel logos on the tires, but I'll be honest with you, it's kind of pixelated. It's kind of hard to see. I think it says like honor and remember or something. I'm not sure. I got William Byron right there on the name rail. The car, you have HendrickCars.com there. You have Valvoline. Over here to the B post, you have Chevrolet, Axalta, Cincinnati Industries. You have Mac Tools and Simeon's. Over to the right side of the door panel, you have ZHP, All Pro, and Relay. You got Axalta right there on the side panel. Very nice use of the real estate around the car. You have Liberty University on the bottom right quarter panel. And notice the Dayglow ring around the fuel insert. That is pretty cool. Go to the back panel of the Diecast here. You have the 24 on the right side. Chevrolet on the back bumper. You have Z01, Valvoline, and then you have your Camaro taillights. Interesting enough, the bottom of the car is actually, the whole car is actually painted red. So everything, the blue and the white is all decal wrap, interesting enough. To the right side of the Diecast here, you can see a little bit of a decal that should have been trimmed there. That's okay. It's actually, you could probably trim that sharply if you really wanted to. But the 24 actually looks right on this side, so that's a massive W. In my opinion, the paint scheme should always have a yellow 24. I'm just keeping it a buck. They did it for like 20 years? I think it worked pretty good. Just keep the 24 yellow. I think it looks great. Specifically the Dayglow yellow. I want to say this one actually has the Dayglow yellow. I could be tripping on it, but it definitely looks very bright. So, massive W there. Of course, if you're interested in picking up this car, head over to Circle B Diecast, see if it's still in stock. Highly recommend it, man. This thing is freaking awesome. Tap in with that code Diecastbuffet, you could save on shipping, man. I mean, look at the top angle of this car, man. I mean, the blue, you have the white, you have the shadows, you have the bright red, the bright yellow. There is a lot to love about this diecast. And if they are bringing it back for 2026, I'm cool with it because this is one of my favorite William Byron paint schemes for sure. It would have been a cool race to win, but hey, man, it was cool seeing Chastain win that event. So I was happy with either one of them, honestly. I like both the drivers, so that was kind of cool. Over to the top of the car, you have Axalta right there, and then you have your dual shark fin back window piece. Then you have Axalta once again. Also, whoever designed this paint scheme, because you had the blue Axalta there, the white Axalta there. They even had the red Axalta on the back panel. Like, think about that. We got the red, the blue, and the white. They didn't stick to one color and then kind of, I wouldn't say ruin the paint scheme, but force the paint scheme to have that one color around the car. He said, you know what, screw it. Just change the color around the car and go with it. Great job, honestly. This is probably one of the best Patriotic or Coke 600 or, style cars that we have seen in the next gen era, at least in my opinion. I love what they did with this paint scheme. Fantastic stuff. Massive W there. I'm going to show some other diecasts that have recently dropped, and these things are freaking cool, man. You might want to go ahead and pick some of these up while you can. This is the Ryan Blaney Darlington Throwback. Now, that's true day glow, right? That is true fluorescent day glow. That thing is very bright. That is his Darlington Throwback from 2025. They had the Penske cars over there. They got, the Hendrick ones, all kinds of great stuff. Here is one of the most interesting Xfinity Race to Win diecast ever produced because, well, everything about the car says Connor Zilisch, but it's actually a Kyle Larson one. It's his Texas Race to Win. That one is out and about. If you like very unique diecast, maybe with a little bit of a story behind it, that is certainly one to consider. And then, of course, the Advent calendar, which is like the coolest thing in NASCAR diecast. There is so many great pieces in that box set. If you have not gotten it yet, man, I would highly recommend getting it because I have no idea how many they're making of it. They could be making less than 2024. They could be making more than the 2024 set. Either way, the selection of exclusive diecast, this one, and there's a whole bunch of other ones as well. For the value of the cars, the NASCAR Authentics exclusives, there's so much to like about it. Highly recommend it. And it's cool that they offered online because, could you imagine how difficult that would be trying to go retail store to retail store trying to find the Advent calendar set just to get it, let alone have the diecast, but you got to find the freaking diecast set. So it's cool that they make that an online deal over there like Circle B, even though it's quote unquote a NASCAR Authentic set. So that's a W there. So just a kind of a preview of all the good diecasts out and about right now. There's so many of them that have dropped in the last 1 to 2 months. Especially since early summertime, it was nothing releasing, and then the floodgates opened up later in 2025. For context, in 2026, the MOQ change has done a lot of good thus far. I don't know how it's going to be for the entirety of 2026, but I'm anticipating the heaviest 164 release year in NASCAR diecasts since probably the 2000s, to be honest with you. It is on pace to be record-breaking, at least for the last 10 to 15 years. We'll see how that one plays out, of course. Thank you all for watching the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a blessed one. DB signing off.